Welcome back to Silver Knight Comics. I'm going to be talking about the two Justice I own from the New Universe series that came out way back in 1986. I actually wanted to do this because Matilda Gothika has a Justice, and I saw it and I was like, oh yeah, I got some Justice. I might as well talk about it too because she did a video which is from Peter David's section of writing Justice, and then I have some older ones like issue 1 and obviously 9. But I don't know, I didn't mind Justice. One thing I did notice is, or that I do know about New Universe, is like the writers switched so much, so the characters and the stories and stuff were all haywire and all over the place, so it was really hard to get into stuff when it's changing that much, and you have like different writers with different ideas. But you know, there is a quite a drastic change between like Justice and the stories from 1 to 9, and I really liked this issue, I have to say though. Like, it's a darker story. I think it gives Justice, it changes the character a bit, it gives him more substance, it gives him more depth. It's just a darker issue. It's a one-off sort of story, but I like it. It makes him more human, and this direction that Jerry Conway takes, I think, is what sort of was what, you know, he was trying to fix what was going on in the first, you know, handful of issues in Justice as well, right? So, and I think it did work. Like, I have read the whole series, and I think what Jerry Conway did in like 9 and a few other issues that he did, getting to Peter David, I think, you know, Peter David salvaged it and made it pretty, I don't know, I think it was pretty good. I think all of a sudden the story, Justice, you know, had some life, had some depth, you know, and it was a full sort of story going on. And I think it worked. The villains were better, and it just went so much better along. It had a better flow to it. And like I said, I do really like this story. It's a darker tale. It is, you know, it is pretty grim and graphic, but I think it really turns the corner for the character Justice with the, you know, the story told within this one. So it definitely has a bit of a, I would say, like a Punisher vibe. It's, you know, a little dark, graphic, grim, heartless, all that stuff. But I definitely, that's why I wanted to get it. I wanted to get it. It's a good, solid read. I like the art. It's a little simple, but it does what it needs to do, and it paints sort of a good overall tone to what the characters and the story are going on. So I think the art actually complements that very well. So, like I said, is overall, I like the second half of Justice more, you know, when Peter David took over. I know the New Universe had all kinds of problems with writers and direction and stuff like that, but I did collect a few. I do have some Sci-Force I might talk about in the future, as well as some Mark Hazard, you know, so I don't know. Let me know if you think about this. If you own any New Universe, I know it's kind of rare. It's not much out there. And I keep forgetting to mention that I do have a music channel where I talk about obscure metal bands and stuff. I have that down in the links below. I was starting a wrestling channel too. My thoughts on that with my friend as well. So feel free to drop down in the description to check those channels out as well. So yeah, tell me what you think of Justice, and have some heavy reading, folks.